everybody. It's really a pleasure to be here. You know, Ray and I got out of the car and we could just smell that Indian food. And, you know, it's like there's that sensual experience of just being in the feeling of India and then walking into this beautifully decorated room, seeing all the things that your kids have studied, and then all of the little Indian things that are special, the mehendi hand painting, the spices. It really lets you realize what a rich world of India there is and how fortunate we are to have it right here in Phoenicia. So we're going to play Indian classical music for you. And you know, one of the things that's really striking is that classical music in India is really kind of coming from the same thing as Indian pop music, Indian folk music. A little bit different than in the West. We're going to play a classical music form that really flourished in the courts of the Maharajas of India and is still played today. But people on the street actually know a lot of these melodies and sing them in a folk form, or they hear those melodies in a Bollywood film. So that's something about this music that's really interesting. I think what we'll do is play a short piece for you and then tell you something about it. But I think let's just listen to these instruments, the tabla and the bamboo flute. much. You guys all know this symbol? Namaste. Yeah. It means hello, it means thank you. It means I really feel a connection with you. That's what this really means. So the flute that I'm playing is called Bansuri. Bansuri. It's a bamboo flute. And you know, unlike the flute that you might see in band, there are no keys. No keys at all. I just play with my fingers on the holes, and all of those notes that might be kind of between the cracks in the Western scale, I can really slide around. And the music that I'm playing, the melody part of the music, is called raga. And raga means to color the mind, to create a mood or an image. And each piece that we learn, and when we learn this music, we don't learn it in books really, we don't read it. It's more, a little bit more like jazz, a little bit improvised, but at the same time it comes from a tradition that's hundreds of years old. And you learn by sitting with a teacher, a guru, and just listening and listening and practicing, and that's how it goes. So here's the way the flute plays a different piece. And Ray's going to join me on this one, but he's going to tell you something about the tabla and the rhythm. But if you listen carefully, you'll hear that the rhythm cycle that we're playing in this one is in 7 beats. So here's the melody on the flute. Said that this music is a little bit like jazz. I'm just going to play these 3 notes and listen to how they can be played. Those 3 are matched with these 3. So we trade back and forth. Yeah. So when I play that melody over and over again, that's when you hear the tabla really develop the material. Here's the melodic side. What's great about this music is that it's classical, but we can have a good time and looking at each other and actually repeat things. Very often, with an audience of people that knows the music, they'll go, yeah, do that again. Here's the same melody turned into 16 beats.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ray Spiegel, and I play the tabla drums from India. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the tabla drums, which are right here. And it's a drum from India, as you may know. But it is the drum comes from a combination of Hindu and Muslim culture. Hindu and Islam together made the tabla. The word tabla is an Arabic word. Tabla is an Arabic word. It means drum. If you're in Egypt, some other area like that, you say tabla means a drum. And it may show you a drum that doesn't look like this. But this is the Indian tabla, okay? It's two drums. We don't say tablas, we say tabla like it's one, but it's actually two. Why is that? Partially because it's from India, but no, I'm just kidding. Really, it used to be a drum that was one drum in a barrel shaped like this, and they played like this. Okay, and as the music evolves, the instruments get smaller and faster, and about maybe 500 years ago, they don't really know, they cut them in half and put them upright. So we can play faster upright, like this. We can play faster, and we can control the sound of this drum much better than if we're kind of hitting from the side. So this drum came when the music called Khyal came. Khyal is the music you hear like this, and when you hear sitar, it's Khyal music. That's the music that has tabla. Now about the tabla itself, in India, we have many styles of playing the tabla. And these styles, they call gharana. It's like a family, a school of music, a certain way of playing. Same thing for instrumental music and vocal music and dance too. They have gharanas. One gharana in one part of India could be a slightly different version than another gharana, but it's the same basic music and dance that we have called Hindustani music from North India. So tabla, you see, look at it. It has no hole in the bottom. It's only in the top. And we put this skin on the top. And the difference you can see with this skin has a black dot on it. Why is that black dot? It's called gob. And that's another word we got from India, gob. It means the same thing. When it's put on, it's a gooey paste, like a gob made out of iron filings and rice. And they put it on, and they rub it with a rock till it dries up. And not only that, they put two skins on the drum, not one. You see? This one, there's two skins, and they cut out the middle one. They cut out the top one in the middle and put this gob on. That's why we can have a sound like this. That's why it doesn't sound like a bongo. You heard a bongo? That's what a bongo drum. Right? But tabla and baya. Only reason that can sustain is because of this black dot and the two skins. The baya, this drum also has two skins. Separately, we call them the tabla and the baya. Baya means left. Sometimes they say daya baya, right and left. And it's held in place by straps. The top is held in place by these straps, and the blocks are in there to make it the right pitch. And then they sit on these little rings that look like donuts. They're just made out of cloth, and it's just a cushion to sit on. And the baya drum is the bass drum. It also doesn't have a hole on the bottom. It's also held together with a strap, and it also has some pegs inside to help with the tuning. Now everything that we play on the tabla can be spoken and written down. Even though we're not reading music here, every note has a verbal sound. Like this. If I play this, we call that na. Na. This, ga. Ga. So I'll show you some tabla sounds and I'll play them. First I say, then I play. Tun. Din. Da. Tet. Cut. Then small phrases. Dage. Tuna.
Louder.
Gena. Tete. Katete. Gena tete. Dage tete tuna kata. Date tete kata. Date tete kata. Date tete kata 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 da. Date tete kata 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 kata. Date tete kata 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 da. These are very good simple phrases that we make up our repertoire from. And not only do we have these phrases, but we have compositions. See, it looks like we're just playing and we're playing anything which comes to mind, but we are, but we also have learned so many compositions and so many things that we call those things up as we play. So even though it's on the spur of the moment, just like I'm talking to you and I'm putting these words together, I have never said them to you, but I've said all the words before. Just like that, that's how we play the music. See, it's the same way. The other thing about the tabla is we have what they call tala, rhythm cycle, like a circle. We think of a rhythm like a circle. It starts here and it goes like that. However many beats. If we have 10 beats, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. And back to the 1, which is important beat called sum. We play many different kind of rhythm cycles with many different beats, but the most common rhythm cycle is a 16-beat rhythm cycle. You heard us play a little earlier. 16-beat, we call it teen tal. Can you say teen tal? Teen tal, like a teenager. Teen tal. Teen means 3, and the tal means the rhythm cycle. So the 16-beat rhythm cycle called teen tal, and we show that. It's divided into 4 groups of 4 beats. And we can show that with our hand by clapping, how we show it like this, how we count and show the beat. We clap for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now 9, we turn our hand this way because 9 is the kali. We don't make a clap. We clap on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets a clap. But kali, 9, 10, 11, 12, then 13 gets a clap, 15, 16, back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1. Steve will keep the tal. You can keep the tal also. 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now our beat. The rhythm cycle, we play the beat called teka. Teka is the main beat we play. And the teka goes like this. I'll say the teka. Da, din, din, da. 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 Da, din. Now fancy teka. Da te te da da te te da ge tu na ge na da te te da te te da ge tu na ge na. Da te te da te da te te da ge tu na ge na da te te da te da te te da ge tu na ge na da te te da te da te da ge tu na ge na da te da te da te da ge tu. Da Thank you. That's a little short demonstration of the tabla. Thank you so much for listening. You listened so nicely to me. It's really nice to be here with you all. Now I think we'll play some more music for you.
So you've just heard the tala side of the music, the rhythmic cycle. And remember that the melodic side, played on the flute, is called raga. So we have raga and tala that come together. And this time when you listen, I think you can hear how in a way we go back and forth. We support one another when the tabla is improvising or playing a fixed composition. The flute is just holding steady. I'm basically playing a melody over and over again that's like the hand clapping. And then when Ray plays the standard, the fixed, what we call tekba, then it's time for the flute to develop the music a little bit. So here's another piece for you. You notice the sound in the background? Can you hear this? This is actually this is pretty fancy because it's actually the iPod Touch has an application called Tambora. Can you believe that? So you know it's all those high-tech people in Bangalore that. So it's this sound that you hear over and over again is a drone, and it's providing basically this note. So it keeps us in tune, but you also get a feeling from it. This music really comes from the meditative, contemplative traditions of India. And this kind of creates something, you know, it's like doing yoga, really settling in. You just play this note and then listen to the way melodies wander away from it. We'll play again in that rhythm of teen tal that you heard before. 12. It's one of my favorites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thanks so much. We're going to play one more for you, and this one actually comes more from the folk music tradition.
you so much.